Welcome, Gemini and Gemini cross watchers to your monthly love reading for April 2023. So I hope you guys have had a wonderful week. So we have the Hermit here with the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. So we're going to get the relationship situation, what each of you is thinking and feeling, and your actions or intentions towards each other. So we're going to use a different deck. Can we get, where's Gemini's person? What are they thinking about Gemini? Oh, so we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. It says Seven of Voices, but it's swords. And what are they feeling? Three of Cups and Three of Wands. We're just going to switch these. There we go. Okay, and their actions or intentions. Page of Cups. What's Gemini thinking about this person? Knight of Swords. What are they feeling? I'm getting this vibe of like you feel like you need to cut to the chase. Okay. It almost feels like, and then we have the Ten of Voices. I feel like on your end, you seem to be looking at the situation here like it's almost like there's a lot of talking going on, but no information's being exchanged or communicated, right? It just feels like you seem to feel like you need to cut the BS or cut through the BS and get to the core of the matter, right? And it seems like it's almost like if you have kind of a matter of fact energy or you just kind of get to the point, right? This person seems to feel that there may be another side to you that is maybe not as kind or as great as the side that they are, attracted to. They seem to feel like they have a lot stored up to offer somebody. And I feel like they're very selective and very careful about who they offer that to. And I feel like to them, there's something about the urgency of the way that you're kind of communicating here that seems to make, it's almost like for some reason you remind this person of their past. You know what I mean? It's like it could be something about your energy or the way you kind of dress, move, walk, whatever. There's something about you that reminds them of someone from their past. And it's almost like, and they're able to remember the good and the bad about that person and that relationship, right? And it's like they're relating that to you. What's that song Usher had? You Remind Me, right? So it's like, it's that kind of, it doesn't feel like it's huge on their end with that kind of energy, but it is there. And it's almost like if you say something kind of like fun or joking and they have almost like this deadpan reaction to it, it's almost like it may be shocking how much you remind them of someone else in those moments. So, sorry, I don't know if you can, there's a call coming in. I apologize about that. I just kind of feel like I'm not too sure, right? This is what you're thinking, and this is what they're thinking, right? It's almost like they seem to know that you are this Ace of Pentacles, but they can't help be suspicious because there's something that reminds them of somebody else. And it's almost like, it almost feels like this energy of that person from the past, they may have almost kind of ignored or kind of, poo-pooed away that person's fault and it bit them in the butt. And it's like, and they seem to be, it's like either hyper vigilant or almost like frozen in time, I want to say. So, emotionally, we have the Three of Cups and the Three of Wands. I'm sorry. I believe there's someone at my door. One moment, please. Sorry about that, Virgo. So, in their emotional spot, um, honestly, this is so sweet. I feel like their heart's going to win out over their head here. I feel like their head, it's almost like this part of them that wants to like do all the checks and balances. They want a pro and con list. They want it written down. They want it color coded, categorized. You know what I mean? It's like that part of them that wants to make sure that this is going to be okay. It's almost like their heart is coming in, and it's like all of these well laid dominoes. I feel like there's something here that they just kind of are like, F it. You know what I mean? And I feel like, I'm going to be honest. Excuse me. I feel like part of it is this person has been alone for a long time. And that doesn't mean they're only liking you, they're only coming towards you because they're lonely. It does feel like they have allowed, it's almost like opportunities in the past have passed them by because they chose the being alone, which is like that was their choice, right? And I feel like they seem to be in this place where it's almost like they're going to end up alone permanently if they don't, kick themselves out of that energy. And it's almost like, so they're in that way, the loneliness is driving it, but that's not the reason that they're interested in you. It just feels like, it's almost like they want to feel excited about something again. And they seem to feel that like if they don't take a step, if they don't take a risk, then it's almost like, then how's it going to happen? I feel like there may be days where it feels like you're, almost like you're dating more than one person. And not because they have friends that are talking in their ear or this or that. It's almost like you may get so many different versions of this person. Excuse me. And it's almost like they can't decide how deep they're going to let you go with them. So I feel like they kind of, to them, it's almost like there's little snippets of other aspects of their personality that are coming out. I mean, you are a Gemini, so I feel like you just kind of take it all in stride, like it doesn't seem to get to you, but it does feel like there's times where it's almost like if they are texting you, you're almost wondering, like, is someone else texting on your phone? It just feels like it's not the way they would text. It's not the way they would this. It's not the way they would that. And I feel like I almost have this energy that's coming off of them that it's like, even if this doesn't work out, they're still going to take the chance. You know what I'm saying? It's like they seem to be in an energy where it's, I want to be really clear. It's not desperate that they're desperate to come in and chase you. I feel like there's almost this, it's like before you came into the picture, their heart had been getting desperate. Like, for the love of God, could you let us out to, could you let your heart come out to play? I feel like it's been locked up and shut down for so long that, that it's almost like it'll seem like they're coming towards you really fast and impulsively. But it'll seem very haphazard, almost like they're unprepared. And I feel like it's almost like they're discombobulated because they're forcing themselves to do something that it's almost like they were ready a long time ago. But it's almost like it's overgrown now. And now they have to kind of weed through some things in order to kind of be able to, I want to say, like, showcase what the real value is. You know what I mean? It's like the grass has grown over these gorgeous flowers and they have to get all the grass trimmed so that you can see what's really there. So their actions or intentions towards you is the Page of Cups reversed. So Page of Cups upright. Listen, man, I don't know, if there's any pre-standing unfortunate situations between the two of you, but I feel really bad for this person because it's almost like they want to come towards you, but I feel like they're it's like they're insecure about doing it, but they want to do it. And it's like, oh, just F it. Let's just do it. Let's just try. You know what I mean? And it's like they're going back and forth between, are they going to do it? Are they not going to do it? Are they going to do it? Are they not going to? It's just like back, forth, back, forth. You know what I mean? It's just this kind of like never ending, ping pong volley that just goes back and forth and no one ever misses the hit. And so it's like the Page of Cups can often mean like almost like I want to say a love message that could be compared to someone that's learning how to drive us like a manual transmission. You know what I mean? Almost kind of not jerky and like mean jerky, but just kind of unrefined. It's almost like someone that would, let's say, for example, I'm not saying that this person will, but let's say somebody wants to tell you that they love you. And instead of, kind of saying it or having some sort of lead up to it, it's like they just look at you and be like, I love you. But they'd say it, they wouldn't yell it, but they'd say it just a little bit too loud, right? Because it's almost like they've wanted to do it for so long, but they haven't. And now that they are, it just feels like it's almost a little bit odd in their approach because I feel like they've been holding it back for too long. So it's almost like they think they're coming in with this love message, and I'm not so sure that's how it's coming across to you. So on your end here, we have the Knight of Swords, and I feel like, oh, okay. Do you remember how the cards were saying earlier that you just want to cut to the chase? Like, just get to the heart. What are you here for? I feel like that may be the response to this person's kind of like not really being able to spit out what they want, feeling like it's this, or it's this, or it's that, or it's, you know what I mean? Like having that energy of having this kind of almost unrefined approach towards you, of not knowing. It's almost like for a second, they forget who they are. They forget where they are. Like their orientation to the world around them seems to get somehow disrupted. And I feel like, and in that, it's almost like, they've been talking for 40 minutes about, like, they started coming in and they started a like conversation talking to you about something, but they've gone off track so many times that it's almost like that you're not really even sure what we're talking about anymore, right? And I feel like in that, you just want to cut, like, just tell me what it is. You know what I mean? Just cut to the chase. Let's just do this. I feel like this is this person, this hermit. They are really trying to show you something. And they really are trying to kind of like shine a light. I feel like they're trying to come out of that cave, but they've been in there for so long that their eyes hurt when the sun hits them, right? I almost want to say like, so they can only come out at night. Anyway, then we have the Two of Materials or Two of Pentacles, but it's reversed. So usually upright, it talks about, sometimes it can talk about feeling unbalanced, feeling like you have to keep everything, kind of up in the air. And I feel like this is just more confirmation of that energy of like, you're not, you may have at one point been kind of like tiptoeing around the situation, not to like walk on eggshells or because there's fear or anything, but just to kind of like, you weren't really sure for like, what I'm about to say may not resonate for everybody, okay? But it's almost like this person was saying things that would indicate this, but then they would say something that would indicate that. And it's like, and they're just kind of they're tiptoeing around what they want to say. So I feel like you were kind of responding in kind to kind of like, okay, well, if you're not really, you know what I mean? It's almost like if they just need a little bit of space, they need a little bit of like understanding that you understand them, that sort of thing. It's like you were kind of responding to their energy with the same energy. And I feel like whatever's happened here, you're all done. You're all done. And it doesn't mean actually at all, from what I'm seeing, that you're done with this person. You're just done with this almost like, I want to say it seems to present to someone from the outside world, like as indecisive. But it's not that they're indecisive. It's that it's almost like they know what they want, but there's a lot of clutter that they feel they have to clear out before they get there. And it's like the kind of person that sits down to clear out the clutter, and 4 hours later, they haven't moved much of anything, but they're halfway through that photo album. You know what I mean? It's that kind of an energy. And I feel like it's almost like I want to say force an answer out of this person, but it's not that you're being rude or unkind or forceful, right? It just feels like you said, like, okay, is there a point to this conversation? Not even that mean. I feel like you're more refined than I am there. It feels like you seem to make it clear that it's like that you want to hear what they have to say, but they need to get to saying it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it just is more of this kind of like just cut to the chase kind of energy. And then your actions or intentions towards them, we do have the wheel. So the wheel of fortune. And I almost want to say that you seem to be giving off this energy of wanting to make them feel comfortable. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like if they've been in the cave for a while, you seem to want to make them feel like there's this whole big world out there that they haven't explored because they've hermited for so long. And I feel like it's almost like putting, if it is a romantic situation, putting that to the side for a second. I feel like you just want this person to live a little, for heaven's sakes. And I feel like you seem to have something you want to present them with, that it's almost like it seems really fun, but it would be like a good option for them to get reintegrated into, socializing or society, or you know what I mean? And it feels like when I feel into their energy as a reaction from you doing that, it feels like it's such a relief. It's such a relief to them that they feel like someone that they trust. I mean, like, depending on how well you know each other, it doesn't mean they trust you completely, right? They are coming out of the hermit energy. But someone that they trust enough that that there isn't any threat if the two of you go out, right? Like they don't need to worry about, you being the type of person that would be risky to be around, right? They may be taking kind of like a risk romantically or whatever, but not as a human. I feel like that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I hope it does. It just feels like it's such a relief. It's such a like, awesome. You know what I mean? It's that kind of an energy when they seem to realize that you're not there for any other reason than like, let's just go out and have some fun. You know what I mean? It's like you're not putting a ton of pressure on them. You're like, you do want them to cut to the chase, but whatever that energy is, it's like, if it seemed to intimidate them, I feel like they realize very quickly that it's like the only reason that you were trying to get them to make a decision is because like it's time to go do the fun thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's say, for example, you guys were going to like a carnival or something, and it's almost like, and they're kind of pussyfooting around, and I don't know if I want to go. I don't know if I have the clothes. And you're like, listen, either we're going or we're not. And then it's kind of like, okay, we'll go. And so it's like that's kind of the level of pressure. But I feel like when the two of you got, or like get to the carnival, when the two of you get to wherever you're going, where the two of you are able to have a lot of fun, it feels like it's such a relief because that time with you is exactly what they thought it would be, which is really great, right? And it's almost like it's the energy of somebody that thanks themselves for taking the risk on you because they so enjoy your company. So I think I'll leave it there, Gemini. If this reading resonated, I hope it was helpful and brought you some clarity. I will, of course, have the mini love reads coming out on Sunday, and then next week will be I almost said May, but April 2023 new love and singles reads. And private readings are open, but I'm making my way through the wait list. So for anyone that emails me from here on out, it may be a couple of weeks before I'm able to do them. So with that said, I love you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.